But you know what they are beating over the head, don't you, Brian? The idea that Dominik Mysterio is a prick. I like the way they had one. I guess this was the only just single match with no championship, just a nice grudge wrestling match on the whole deal, wasn't it?
Yeah. You know, when you really think about it, when you look at all the wrestling we reviewed the last week, the last few months, but specifically the last week, just having a nice, as you put it, a nice singles match, it's a rarity nowadays. Everything's a stipulation or part of a tournament or a eliminator match. Everything is something as opposed to just a match.
Well, they got to start somewhere. So Cody Rhodes and Dominik Mysterio with Rhea Ripley in the corner. If this, like you said, in AEW, this would be a Texas tornado barbed wire falls count anywhere in Cleveland match.
But, and an eliminator match.
Yes. If the guy wins, he comes back and gets another match with the same guy the next week. But anyway, apparently London did not mind the American part of the American Nightmare because Cody got, again, huge ovation. He's the biggest babyface in the wrestling business now. And that just also shows you how quick things can turn around. He was a babyface in AEW, and the fans were booing him. And now he's the biggest babyface, the biggest company in the world.
Although, to be fair, I think Vince McMahon, WWE, Triple H, whatever you want to say, have booked Cody Rhodes better than Cody and Tony booked Cody Rhodes.
Well, yes, that's what I mean. It's present.
In terms of fan rejection, it's also the booking.
Yes. It's the same guy, but it's the presentation. You know, it's the same product, but you're getting a negative reaction because of the way that you're marketing it in one place, and it's selling like gangbusters in the other place. And Rhea Ripley, again, is incredible and looks like a movie star. But this, we talked about how this was a perfect booking decision because Cody is a top guy. Dominik is not a main event level singles guy, but he's got such heat for being an annoying Dominik. So to put them together, this is perfect. And Cody didn't need to have the main event at Starrcade 86 with Dominik. He didn't need to. He made it plausible. Dominik would stick and run. They'd do chase scenes. Dominik could hide behind Rhea Ripley. Cody was always easily in charge in a fair fight. But if somebody did something from behind or cheated or, whatever, then Cody could be taken over on. And if Dominik would run, Cody'd go out and get him and bring him back. And then Rhea interfered at one point to trip him so Dominik could post him and get some chicken shit heat. But Cody would stay alive but still sell for Dominik. So that was the match. And finally, as they're going, Dominik goes for the three amigos, but Cody turns number 3 into a gourd buster and makes his comeback and hits a kick, gets a 2 count, goes for another one. Rhea's on the apron again to distract him, and Dominik tries a quick schoolboy. And then Dominik's going to do the 619 like his dad, but Cody catches him in his arms, gives him a big spin around up at an Alabama slam, a Cody cutter, and a crossroads 1, 2, 3. And when Cody covered, the fans counted the 3 count with the referee. That's when you can tell it's a good finish. And boom, it wasn't too long. It was what it was supposed to be. It was the right finish. It was done well. And Dominik looks better because he's been in a feature fucking match with the biggest guy on the roster. It stood out like a sore thumb in the middle of all this chaos.
Really good match. You can get away with a lot of things, and there could be some sloppiness in a match if the fans are completely into it. And Dominik is not completely polished, and Cody sometimes relies on things that he feels. It seems like maybe he thinks he should do it as opposed to it's the right time in the match to do it. Sometimes there's some sloppiness, but it worked here. Good match. Dominik doesn't lose anything by losing this match. Cody continues on his trajectory. I'll say this. Not enough is said about how good Rhea Ripley is at working ringside.
Yes. she's not just standing there. But at the same time, she's not distracting. She's adding to. But personality, facial expressions, body language, not only in the ring but outside the ring, she's a natural.
Yeah, you could tell she gets the business. She's so good, and she's great at ringside, and she looked great too. Let's just throw that in there while we're at it. Good match.
I believe I already pitched that one in there in the pot for discussion, but
I want to make sure she knows that I said it too.
Well, but I said it twice. I want her to know that.